Good morning, all of you. Whether my voice is audible, Rohan Kale, whether my voice is audible,
Yes, sir, audible.
Rutvik. Okay, okay. We'll start our lecture within 1 minute. Okay. Good afternoon. Good morning. So yesterday we have started our unit number four. Okay, and under that unit number four, we have started our new topic that is chemical machining. Yesterday I have explained that what is my chemical machining, okay, what is my mask, and what is my etchant. Okay, what is this setup for doing this or for performing the chemical machining. Okay, applications we have discussed. Okay, uh, then we have discussed that steps to be carried out while doing the chemical machining. And the most important point we were discussing that the how to apply the masking on the workpiece where we do not want to remove the material. Correct. So in that technique, I have mentioned that there are the three techniques for applying the masking. One is that cut and peel method. Okay. Then the second one is the screen printing method, and third one is the photoresist masker. Okay. Now this third one, no, the photoresist masker, it is also called photochemical machining. In detail, we are going to see uh, later on. Okay. And yesterday at the end of the yesterday lecture, we were discussing about the at last photochemical machining. Correct. So in short, firstly I will tell that. Then we will go in detail. Okay. So these silent features application steps to be followed that I have explained. Okay, and this setup also we have seen. Okay, again I have explained this example. Okay, cut and peel method. Okay. Firstly, you have to apply the masking on all surface of your workpiece. Correct, all portions you have to cover, and then uh, wherever you want to do the etching, that means the machining, or wherever you want to remove the metal from that portion, you have to remove the masking. Now, to remove that masking means what? You have to cut that portion of cut the masking from that portion, and then you have by scrubbing or by peeling. Okay, peeling in Marathi it is called solun kadne. Okay, So here I will explain that B, whatever the B letter you are seeing on the this slide, no. So that B letter means that we have to machine. Okay. Then this another example I have explained. Okay. Here we have to make the cavity on the wall surface, whatever you are seeing on this slide. That I have explained. And I was talking about this point. Okay. So actually, this is the third kind of maskant applying technique. It is called photoresistor maskant. Okay, or photochemical machine. PCM also it is called. In this method, photoresist is applied. Okay, photoresist applied, and after that, negative is applied to your surface. Okay, so you can see the first one is the first we have to clean the workpiece. Then you have to apply the photoresist coating. Well, like mascot in chemical machining, here also we have to apply the photoresist. Okay, so by you can apply photoresist by dipping your workpiece in that photoresist solution, or you can spray that photoresist on your workpiece. So you have to apply the photoresistor, and after that, a negative is applied to the your surface. Okay, and in here in this slide, whatever I okay, here negative is applied, and that negative it is uh, placed on the surface, and it is actually that negative you can see in this diagram. Okay, I have shown that negative is applied uh, to the surface both sides of your this you can see. Okay, arrow I have shown. Okay, actually this photochemical machining I'm going to explain in detail today after two three slides. Okay, in detail we are going to see the all the techniques. So I will explain whole this process later on also. Okay, but just to give the idea that in chemical machining, instead of machining from one side, okay, you can machine from both the side. Okay, so that your machining rate or the whatever the production rate will increase, and your total time taken to that machining will be reduced. For that purpose, just for to give the idea, I'm explaining. Okay, now and after applying your photoresist, no, in this photochemical machining, you have to apply photoresist developer. Okay, a photoresist from unexposed area. Okay, that will be removed. Okay, by using the by that UV rays. Okay, so you can see in this slide also here area, okay, from which material will be removed. So that area actually it is exposed to UV area. Okay, so photoresist, and then after that exposing that workpiece it is dipped inside your kitchen bath. Here also we need kitchen bath. You can see it is dipped by the reagent, that part. The material has been removed by that kitchen from both sides, and you can see the cavity that has been formed over here. Okay, this is the first part of has been done. Okay. So what I mean to say here is that you can apply masking by any of these three methods. First is the cut and peel method, the second is the screen printing, and photochemical or masking. But your final aim should be to get a workpiece of a desired shape and size in the minimum time. Now, what happens actually? Sometimes a debonding takes place. Now, that debonding that means you have applied masking, but somehow that masking cracks or it is not properly added, and there is a way for kitchen to go or inside or to go connect to your workpiece and react to your workpiece that particular area. Okay, so that debonding should not happen. So that care you have to take. And if it happens, no, then what happen? You are going to get the defective part on your that workpiece. Okay, because you are not planning or you are not thought of remove the material from the particular area. Okay, demanding means what? Through that muscular, so your region will react with your workpiece, and through that part also the material will be removed. Okay, so because of demanding, that material will be removed. Okay, so one should be very careful and one should check carefully that there is no cracking. So no demonding of the mask from workpiece or no on the your workpiece so that material does not get removed from the undesirable area. Okay, so that care we have to take to ensure that a proper adhesion of the mask. Okay, to ensure that as the adhesion of the mask on the your workpiece, chemical cleaning is needed. Okay, so due to that, only first step in this chemical is the chemical cleaning. So chemical cleaning is most important. That is needed. Okay, and that chemical cleaning must we have to do before the applying the mask. Okay, now there is a one concept that is spray cutting. Okay, in this photo, in this chemical machine, there is a concept that is a spray cutting, and this is a very important point because as you know that you apply the mask, if it does not get added to the your workpiece, then what happen? Uh, 1 minute, I will allow some students to come inside. So I was talking about the spray cutting. Okay, spray cutting. So this is very important point because as you know that you apply the mask, and if it does not get added to the your workpiece, then it will be loose, and then the bonding or demasking will take place on your workpiece surface, and the agent will penetrate through that particular area, and it will react with your workpiece surface, and it will remove the material uh, from the place from where you do not want to remove any material. So if debonding takes place, then stray cutting will take place. Okay. If I repeat once again, if debonding will take place, then stray cutting will take place. Whatever I mentioned just in the earlier slide, okay, here. Okay. So if material is being removed from the debonded area, then that will be called stray cutting. Okay. In Marathi, I will explain again. Okay. For better understanding. आपण मास्कन का अप्लाय करतो वर्कपीसच्या पोर्शनवर. ओके, तर वर्कपीसच्या पोर्शन आता जो टोटल सरफेस आहे धरून त्याला की 100% सरफेस आहे प्लेन, त्या 100 मधला धरून त्याला की आपल्याला 50% सरफेस वरून आपल्या मटेरियल रिमूव्ह करायचं नाही. करेक्ट. तर त्या 50% वर आपण काय करतो, प्रोटेक्शन लावतो, म्हणजे काय तर मास्कन लावतो. करेक्ट. आता जर ते मास्कंड व्यवस्थित तुमच्या सरफेसवर त्या पोर्शनवर नाही लावलं तर काय होणार आहे, तुम्ही ज्या टायमाला तो वर्कपीस इचेंट मध्ये डीप करता किंवा इचेंट तेव्हा स्प्रे करता तुमच्या वर्कपीसवर, तर इचेंट काय होईल, मास्कन नसल्यामुळे त्या जिथून आपल्याला मास्कन अप्लाय केलेला आहे त्या पोर्शन मध्ये इचेंट जाऊ शकतं. ओके, so each may get penetrate and react with your workpiece portion where you have applied the mask. Okay, जिथं मास्कन अप्लाय केलंय तिथं जर नीट नसेल मास्कन तर तिथं तुमचा इचेंट पेनिट्रेट होऊ शकते, आणि पेनिट्रेट झाला म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय, तर तिथं रिॲक्शन होऊन जाईल, केमिकल रिझॉल्युशन, आणि तिथलं मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होऊन जाईल. करेक्ट. आता हे जे डिमॉन्डिंग याला म्हणतात, की जिथं मास्कन अप्लाय केलंय आणि तिथं ते नीट मास्कन लावलं नसेल, तिथं जर इचेंट पेनिट्रेट झाला तर त्याला म्हणायचं डिमॉन्डिंग. आणि जर डिमॉन्डिंग होऊन जर मटेरियल रिमूव्ह झालं असेल तर ह्या पूर्ण ह्या कन्सेप्टला म्हणायचं स्ट्रे कटिंग. ओके, सो in this figure I have shown that, see, on your workpiece we have applied the mask, and this area only this portion I have shown. So there only demanding happen, म्हणजे काय, तिथल्या मास्कंडी एरिया मधलं तिथल्या पोर्शन, स्मॉल पोर्शन मध्ये इचेंट आत जाऊ शकतं, तिथं मास्कंडी झालाय, आणि इचेंट आत गेल्यानंतर काय होणार, तर तिथलं मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होणार आहे. सो इट इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रेच. इथं मी दाखवलं बघा, स्ट्रेच बोलणार आहे. ओके, आणि तिथलं मटेरियल रिमूव्ह. सो इट इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रे कटिंग. So just like straight cutting in case of actually this concept again it is applicable in photo that electrochemical machining process. Okay, so type of cleaning will depend upon on or uh, uh, that is a function of what type of mask that you are using. Okay, actually you have to first clean your workpiece with chemically, and then what are this type of cleaning, actually that depends on what type of your what will be your workpiece material. Okay, and what is the depth of cut to which you are going to machine. Okay, so cleaning of, actually in that again, cleaning of porous. Okay, so cleaning of the porous material is definitely very difficult because whatever liquid you are using for cleaning, no, it will get penetrated inside the porous material and it is not decent. So that care you have to. Okay, so once again I am repeating, to ensure the proper adhesion of the masking material to your workpiece, you have to go for the chemical machining, correct? Chemical cleaning. Again, in that case, in case of the demonic mask, as we know that straight cutting occurs. So whatever the type of that cleaning is there, no. So that totally depend on the what kind of mask cut, what kind of work material, I know, what is the required machine depth. So on that parameter, your type of cleaning is different. Okay. So again, in that cleaning of porous workpiece material is difficult because if you use the agent on your workpiece, porous workpiece material, then agent may get penetrated. Okay, for this porous. So so to avoid uh, uneven material removed from your workpiece, you have to use fresh agent continuously. You have to spray on your component. Okay, you can uh, spray fresh agent, or you can merge your component or workpiece inside the agent bar, agent tank also continue. Okay. And to increase, okay, to increase your material remove rate, you have to agitate your agent, and as well as you have to increase the temperature of your agent. That means you have to agitate and you have to heat your agent to get the to increase the material remove. Okay, so for once again I'm repeating that for higher material remove rate, as I have already mentioned in the figure also. Okay, that the figure of your setup. Okay, so to get the higher material remove rate, agitation will it is important, and agitation will increase the that chemical machining rate, and again the heating of your agent will also increase the machining rate. Okay, however, you have to control your temperature of your agent. Okay, you have to control the temperature of agent. Otherwise, what will happen? A lot of loss of your agent will take place, and it will make the process uneconomical. Okay, and if you are agitating too much or heavily that agent, uh, so that is also not desirable. So proper hydration is important. Okay. Again, uh, the question arises that how to maintain that high material removal rate in case of gaming. So how to maintain the high material removal rate is always a question mark as long as the chemical machining is concerned, because it is a very slow process as compared to the your electrochemical machining process. So what is proposed, or what is normally the practice is that filter you can filter your etchant before recirculation. Okay, you can filter your etchant before recirculation because etchant is not thrown often using once. Okay, because it is expensive. It is recirculated as long as it can react with your workpiece bottle because it's quite expensive. So it should be properly filtered. That agent should be properly filter out before the recirculating or before putting it into the container. And the periodical addition again to increase the that your strength of your agent, periodical addition of new agent is essential because it is always getting mixed up with your reaction product. So it is always desirable that after a certain period of time, say for example, 25% of the old etchant is taken out after a certain period of time, and by removing that 25% of used etchant or old etchant, you can add a new 25% etchant in that content. So that will keep maintaining the constant strength of etchant, so that material remove rate does not go down. Okay, and discarding some percentage of used etchant that can be uh, uh, that can be you can take into the consideration. Okay, it can increase or you can maintain by proper filtration as well as addition of new chemicals, again chemicals, as well as by replacing certain percentage of used etchant by the fresh one. Okay, so that point also take into the consideration. Again, the material removal, that two direction normally in the whatever the machine has uh, that material removal, it takes place in two direction. Okay, in two direction. One is the downward direction, and other is the lateral direction. So our objective is to have the material removal rate only in a downward direction. You can see here. Okay. So our objective is to have the material removal in a downward direction, not in the lateral direction. Okay. So, but it is a part of phenomenon that is taking place uh, during the chemical machining. You cannot avoid it. So, downward direction that will leads to what is known as depth of cut. Actually, whatever the material uh, removal in the downward direction, it is called depth of cut. Okay, depth of cut, and the that lateral direction, removal lateral direction, leads it's called डाउनलोड मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होत जातंय त्यामुळे आपल्याला काय भेटते ना डेप्थ ऑफ कट यू कॅन सी डेप्थ ऑफ कट हिअर आणि जे लॅटर डिरेक्शन मटेरियल रिमूव्ह होत गेलेलं आहे त्याला म्हणायचं अंडरकट ओके सो अंडरकट इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ कट it is a type of etchant workpiece material and etching time that depends on this okay? Which type of etchant you have used workpiece material which one you have used and etching time okay so that point also we need to again we have the another concept in this chemical machine that is that the each factor each factor so mastering then more is your undercut and we want minimum undercut because it is going to deviate or to give the dimension other than what you are designed that company to the undercut you will get undesirable dimension okay so while designing the process actually while designing the process of the chemical machining you should take this undercut into the consideration okay जसं आपण मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग मध्ये okay using traditional we are considering that tolerance correct so that means for example if I want to cast or machinery For example, cast, you have to cast a 5 hole. Okay, for example, then we are taking that plus minus point 0.5 that while designing tolerance. Okay, so likewise, uh, while designing the through this chemical machining, or designing the process of chemical machining, you should take the undercut into consideration. And there is a term actually. There is a term in this chemical machining. It is known as each factor. There is a term. It is known as the each factor. Okay, and it is normally it is given by undercut plus depth of cut. Okay, each factor is sorry undercut divided by the depth of cut. You can see undercut it is mentioned by U and depth cut it is denoted by the D. You can see. So using that you will get the each factor, and for uniform uh, to be trapped in the equation. Okay, for uniform machining, here we have topic is that you should not allow to trap any gas uh, in the ether. Okay, rather than electrolyte, actually it is used in electrolysis that ECM. Okay, it is, here it is called ether. Okay, so now this figure you can see this one. So this figure shows that the depth of cut you can see, and this is the depth of cut, and here is the undercut. Correct. So this is what is show over is that undercut, and this is a depth of cut. Correct. Undercut and depth of cut. So masking protects the, as you know, masking would protect the workpiece surface from chemical attack or the chemical dissolution. Okay. Now we got the downward that here. What the the it will call the undercut. Okay. So this is about the chemical machining. Now let us move for the in detail about the methods of applying the mask. Methods of applying. Okay, and the first method of applying the mask is the then okay. So and that chemical undercut and dip. Okay, what is that you? Then I will proceed further. Whether are you getting my point or not? Chemical machine. In chat box, say yes or no so that I can. समझते का शंतनु अंजलि so I draw this diagram. This diagram uh, through this diagram you will get that what is meant by how you will get the undercut. That means the it should go that material removal will happen in the lateral direction. Then it will lead to the undercut. And if material removal in downward direction, then that downward direction leads to your depth of cut. And if you take the ratio undercut divided by the down that depth of cut, then you will get the each factor. And what is that? The process of the chemical machining, you have to consider the that factor each factor. Okay, you have to that take the consideration of that. Hurry up. Okay, let us move further. So I was talking about the methods of applying the masking. Okay, so as I have already mentioned that there are the three methods or techniques for applying the masking. The first one is the cut and peel method, second is the screen printing, and this. So I will go first one, that is a cut and peel method. Cut and peel method. Okay. Now in this method, uh, neoprene, then butyl or vinyl. So neoprene, butyl or vinyl based materials are used as a masking. Please note down this. Neoprene, then butyl or vinyl based materials are used as masking, okay, in this cut and peel method. Okay, as I have already mentioned that masking should be such that it does not react with your agent, and also the masking, that means it should not react with your workpiece. Okay, it should not react with your agent, as well as it should not react with the workpiece model. Now, dipping or spraying or flow coating can be used here, can be used in this cut and peel method. Okay, it means masking can be coated actually. Masking can be coated by dipping your piece inside your bath of your masking, or masking can be sprayed on your workpiece uniformly, or by flow coating kind of the thing, masking can be applied on your whole surface of your workpiece in this cut and peel method. Okay, and the coating thickness in this cut and peel method, it varies usually from 25 micron to 130 micron. Okay, so first apply to the masking, you can apply to the entire surface of workpiece. Okay, now please note down here is that or note that careful that so whole surface, that means the all faces of your workpiece should be masked. Okay, should be masked, masked, and other from the that happen. Okay, so then and after applying the marker of the cut and peel off the be exposed to also the area from where you want to remove the material. So from that area, you have to cut the mask and you have to peel the mask. लावायचं जिथं करायचं किंवा मशीन ऑपरेशन करायचं त्या सरफेस फुल पुन्हा ओके इन मराठी this process. Okay, once again I am repeating. First, you have to apply mask on whole surface of your workpiece or all Yes. Okay, that should be masked, and then you can cut and peel off masker from the area to be imposed to the each end. Okay, foremost. Okay, that I have shown you in the earlier slide also. Okay, that already I have shown in the earlier slide. Okay, you can I will show this one. Okay, काय केलं तुम्ही पहिल्यांदा so firstly I have applied the mask on whole surface of this uh, your work. Okay, the one that B letter area. That means there only on that B letter portion, the agent will react. That means you have to remove the material. So by cut, by cutting and peeling of or the peel of the masking, you can remove the masking from the marked area for or to expose the that area to each end. Okay, foremost. Okay, so you can see the here in the side view showing that masking field. Okay, other remaining parts masking die and B letter part that the area that needs to be etched. Okay, so that I have explained. Okay, so that I have shown in this slide. That slide. Okay, that peel off the mask from the area where from you want to material to be removed. Okay, and rest of the area or the faces should remain masked so that no chemical reaction takes place with the each edge. Okay, and accuracy usually often using this cut and peel method or technique. That accuracy often lies in a range of 130 micron to 750 micron. Okay, and the machinery depth in case of this chemical machining, it depends upon the etching time, and usually the work is often is tapered in nature. Okay, just I have to okay, suppose that suppose you can see in this here. Okay, in this slide you can see uh, what are the machine depth in case of this chemical machining. Actually, it depends on the upon your etching time, and usually work is often uh, is tapered in nature in chemical machining. Okay, just like I give you suppose this is the hole that you want to apply. You have to um, obtain. Okay, and that has to be made. Okay, that means actually you want hole like a rectangular. Okay, but after reaching you can see the fourth one you got tapered angle, okay, at the top surface. Okay, that means depth of that sorry undercut happens. Okay, undercut happens here. So while that itching you have to take care of the your depth of cut as well as the itching time. Okay, so you get that tapered workpiece. In this cut and fill method, as I have mentioned that dipping, spraying, or flow coating can be used for application of the mask on your workpiece surface. And actually, the coating thickness in this case it varies as I have already mentioned. Okay, that 25 micron to 130 micron. Okay, again you can see this diagram. same things is shown in here. Okay, as I want. Okay, here you can see the maskant is applied at the first one. Okay, this is your workpiece and the maskant is applied. And now after cut and fill method or by any other method, what you do that you remove the maskant from this area where from the material is to be removed as shown in the shore. You can see and surface to be used over here. Okay. And this should be done very accurate and nicely because if this area where from the metal is to be removed is not accurately demasked, then you will not get the correct product. Correct. So and as you can see in chemical machining up that okay, you if your that masking will not properly, then you will get the Stafford. Okay. So this is about the cut and fill method. Again, you can see here. This is another example I have shown here. Again, we have workpiece, and on that workpiece, uh, you have to machine later on. Okay, you have to produce the later that yeah. Yes. So first we have to apply the masking on whole surface of your workpiece. Okay. So here I wrote a masking applied area. This. Then by cutting that by cut and peeling off masking from the area where mark A. Okay, so masking peeled off from the marked area that is A. Okay, for machining or for a reaction action, etchant action. Okay, so after dipping or after workpiece inside the etchant, okay, and by removing after the that is the time, use the depth of you will achieve some desired depth of etchant, and then you will get the final product like that. Means on your workpiece, A will be etchant. Okay, बघू शकता हे cut and so this is cut and peel method. Okay, now we have another method that is called screen method, screen printing. Okay, screen printing is another technique of applying the mask. So screen printing is the second method by which you can apply mask on, and in this screen printing, actually the mask is applied only on those areas where from you do not want to remove the material. Okay, as like cut and fill method. Okay, here also in screen printing, I repeat, mask is applied only on those area where from you do not want to remove the material. In earlier case, firstly we were applying the mask on whole surface. But in case of the screen printing, here we are applying the mask on area or where from you do not want to remove the material. Okay, I will give just an example. See, if you have the workpiece and you can form a screen. Okay, then suppose the area where from you want to remove it, what you do, you will make the screen such that there is a cover by the screen of the same material. Okay. Then what you do? You apply the maskant in the rest of portion by either spraying or by a brush or by any other means. But the area where from you do you have to keep the metal keep or the screen, there is a no maskant. ओके जाळीच आपण वरपीसच्या वर काय केली स्क्रीन मेटलची जाळीच त्यामुळे जाळीचं जे एरिया आहे ती सोडून त्याच्यामुळे okay so what do you do that area where from keep uh, to uh, screen rest of teacher. and then okay, after that you put your work in each and how you will be removing the hair whatever mask and this is for thing. Okay, think for high volume product mask masking rate or normal to however the accuracy is in this is because how so was in large is in the and can in this screen yeah uh, yeah shown is that uh, um which is approximately which is much this really must to and again what of of art then you can go instead of your market is can Please write down your roll number in chat box so that I can write your attendance. Come, come. All of you, please write down your roll number. मानसी भूमकर तुमचा रोल नंबर. वरद लाड. वरद. हॅलो.